Kevin Painter. Last year, Gary Mawson was the emerging talent and beat Barneveld in the last 4 last year.
95.
Well, a lot of players who we might consider to be the seeded players have been swept aside like some gigantic crop circle here.
100.
We have seen so many casualties, and there's a few unexpected names. Mark Lawrence for one there, through to the last 8, and a lot of big names will be watching this at home on television and
57.
thinking, if only.
James Wade, the holder, one of them, of course, beaten by Peter Manley, and then Manley in turn beaten earlier today.
Yes, this is a curious tournament,
85.
isn't it? Because the form doesn't seem to go week to week. It can go from match to match. You can play well in the afternoon and not so well in the evening. Witness Mark Walsh today. Looked fairly invincible, and yet was comfortably accounted for by Ronnie Baxter.
140.
Who was magnificent, wasn't he? But Walsh against Lewis this afternoon, superb. And yes, it is a factor of this tournament that it's so
100.
unpredictable. And now Osborne, 1-2-4, he's got to go for it here.
Yes, Barneveld's right on his shirt tails here. 14 for the bull, treble 14 would be more helpful. Now the bull, he wasn't far away with his last attempt.
99.
He wasn't far away there either, but chance for Barney now for 116. Treble 20, double 18 he can go for. Didn't hit the target, and now Osborne
43.
for a 2-1 lead, Dave.
Yes,
and
25.
Continue the theme of winning with the throw. Each of the legs have gone that way thus far. Now then, 16 remaining, double 8.
Game shot on the third leg. Colin Osborne.
And it was nicely done by the Wizard. And, well, a little bit close to the double 16, but bottom line was he hit the target, and Barneveld searching for his first 180 of the game. Just off target with his last throw there.
And one suspects the first break of throw is going to be the earliest indication the way this
95.
match may go. There's not a lot between the two of them at the moment. A couple of points on the averages. Barneveld's got the better check-out success rate, but only because he hasn't had that many pots at the target.
140.
Not a lot between them when it comes to the averages. Terrific atmosphere in the Reebok Stadium tonight here in Bolton. A packed house, really enjoying the atmosphere, the occasion. It's a big, big night of darts here, with a place in the quarterfinals up for grabs.
100.
Yes, it's been a big sporting day elsewhere, but now all the spotlight firmly fixes here at the Reebok Stadium
65.
as we enter the final stages of day 3. Barneveld on stage, and still to come, Philip Taylor. It's a feast of marksmanship and entertainment.
139. Remember to require 156.
And Barneveld's just edging this, and this could be the first break. Could be now.
140.
Chance for Osborne for the break then.
167.
And a 3-1 lead would be more than useful for him, but he's not going to take it out of here, and Barneveld will return to level the match with a shot at double 8 to successfully
57.
defend his throw, to hold his throw. Double 8 needed for a 2-all game here. Osborne and Barneveld. He's got to switch to double 4, wasn't far off there. And finally he gets there with a second attempt. It's 2 apiece here. Let's head to ball 2 and Rodstad.
Terry Jenkins 8-7 up. You know, Terry Jenkins has broken Mark Webster's throw 4 times in this match. 3 times Webster has broke back straight away to level the game
56.
once more. Jenkins' 4th break came in the 15th leg. If he holds throw here, then he will be through. He's lying handy on 40. Mark Webster on 131. He can't check out.
57.
And now Terry Jenkins, 3 darts at double top for the bull. for a place in the last 8 of the UK Open here at the Reebok Stadium. He's there. Terry Jenkins, great performance, dogged display from Mark Webster, broke back 3 times, couldn't break back the 4th time after that breaker throw from Jenkins, and it's Terry Jenkins who's in the quarter-final.
Well, that's one Premier League player who's gone through. We've lost most of them, only 3 of them remain: Jenkins, Barneveld, and of course Phil Taylor.
60.
And a close call there. Mark Webster making an impact on this tournament, it has to be said. And we await the first break here. It's gone with the throw in each of the opening 4 legs.
And Osborne just averaging nearly 100 now in the early stages of the match. Barneveld again continuing where he left off this afternoon, where he survived. He won the game 9-7, not at his best though, and again not at his best so far in this one. Osborne perhaps will sniff an opportunity of a big name scalp here.
And that's what he needs. He's a very competent player, but he has got to develop a knockout punch.
93.
Lost to Vincent van der Voort in the last 2 years. Colin Osborne, it was a semi-final defeat 2 years ago, so he knows what it's all about on the big stage, reaching the latter stages of the majors. And Osborne now needing 50 for a 3-2 lead.
To leave himself double 16, readjusts his sights. And that is perfection in finishing. Osborne takes the opening session, each of the legs going with the throw. Barneveld knows he's got to do better in the second set after this break.
Two boards, 4 players bidding for a place in the quarter-finals. Wes Newton, Alan Tabern about to get underway on board 2. Colin Osborne leading Raymond van Barneveld on board number 1. The crowd in great voice as well. That's Dave Lanning and Nigel Pearson.
Yes, we know 5 of the 8 quarter-finalists: Ronnie Baxter, Mark Lawrence, Kevin Painter, Jamie Caven and Terry Jenkins, all through to the last 8 of the Blue Square UK Open. And here, hard to predict which one of these 2 will go through. Will it be Colin Osborne or will it be 2-time winner Raymond van Barneveld?
Not much to choose between 3 dart averages, as you can see from our captioning. And when we look at the checkouts, there's not much to choose between those either. And that's interesting, isn't it? In that first session, look, Nigel, they only had 3 missed starts at doubles between the pair of them.
Yes, finishing has been excellent, hasn't it, so far, Dave? And Barneveld's finishing in the whole tournament so far. This, his 3rd game, has been excellent. A little bit of difference on the 10 pluses so far, and still waiting for our first 180 of the game in, what, the 6th leg?
An indication that Barneveld is not at his most omnipotent.
45.
Barney's hit 14 in the tournament so far. Sorry, only hit a couple in the tournament so far. 14 ton 40s. Don't forget you can get in touch with us on the Sky Sports Darts team. Text darts, then a space, then your message to 84401. Text costs 25 pence. Network charges vary. Get in touch with us. It's all good fun across